Would you like to connect with God? Yes, the higher self, the supreme power. And is it even possible? So let me tell you, yes, it is possible. My name is Neha Bhatia. A very warm welcome to you on this channel. Today, I'd like to share with you how you can connect with God. There are only 4 methods that I have learned and I've practiced a lot, and I have seen that great connection and communication with God, and how you get the answers is just mind-blowing. If you're ready, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video, and also share this video if you think that it could be useful to somebody else. All right, so when we say connection to God, first thing you have to understand that in Hindi they say God is Paramatma, which means Paramatma means the highest form of self, right? One is Atma, which is self, right? Let's say myself. And then there is Paramatma, which is higher self, the highest self, right? So who are these higher self, right? Definitely there is this very strong energy out there, right? So some people call it Krishna, some people call him Shiva, Lakshmi, Saraswati, or Ganesha. But who are these, So I really want to give you my perspective and this amazing knowledge that I've acquired in the last 15, 20 years of being into spirituality. So before I even entered the world of spirituality through a course or through a guru, I was already very much inclined towards it. In fact, there were times when I had not even probably heard anybody talking about meditation, but I used to talk a lot about meditation when I was 16, 17 years old. And I used to talk to my sister, my brother-in-law about it, and how we can actually connect and just manifest things with meditation. So the thing is that when you talk about God or connection with that God, the higher self, see, you need to understand one thing, that we all are vibrating at a certain frequency, right? I'm vibrating at a certain frequency, you're vibrating at a certain frequency, your parents may be vibrating at a certain frequency. So who is this Paramatma, which is vibrating at the highest frequencies, okay? Highest frequencies. And very important it is for us sometimes to connect with that higher self. But sometimes, because it doesn't have a form according to us, we start to pray the statue, we start to pray the guru, we start to pray or get more connected with our mentors. Why? Because that energy is passing through these people, okay? Because even if somebody is at a very, very, very high frequency, and if he is a human, for example, still because he is in the body, there will be some kind of flaws. Why? Because there is still a little bit of body consciousness, right? So here's the thing. How to connect with God. Something I learned, I remember when I was learning this many, many years ago. And I was like, you know what? This is why I can connect with God. This is why I can connect with God. But then there are only 4, okay? And where this comes from is from Bhagavad Gita, during the Mahabharata, when Lord Krishna was giving knowledge, wisdom, and this very powerful wisdom that we hear. And he asked, what are the kind of people, or what are the kind of people who go to God? So then he replied, he said, there are 4 kinds of people who will ever go to God, okay? And hear me out, and you have to really know, why do you go to God, okay? There are some people who don't even believe in that. Yeah, so you could be one of them for sure, right? Because probably you want to, those people just believe in their own energy, and our energy will only be this much limited. But having said that, even if you're having people who are helping you with something or the other, their energies are helping you. So why not take the bestest path, which is the path of God, the path of the highest self? So first is, why people go to God? Number 1, when people are in any kind of pain or a problem. Whenever they have any kind of pain, any problem, when they have a fear, they go to God. Please, I have this problem, please solve, please solve, please solve. And if you solve my problem, I'm gonna donate this much of money, or I'm gonna get a Jagrata or a Jagran done. How we kind of negotiate with God as well. So you could be one of them. Second is, when we have a desire, let's say for example, you want to have a car, you want to have a big house, or you want to have a certain number of clientele, you want to have money, you go to God, right? And then you put out your desire. And then also you try to kind of negotiate with God, and you kind of play around and have a game with him. Okay, if you fulfill this desire, I'm gonna get this done. So we're pretty smart in that way. That smartness doesn't work though, but hear me out, okay, till the end. Third kind of people are who go to God for knowledge, for the intellectual kind of, stimulation, okay? And what happens is a lot of people who have passed through the first, second, and third, they get stuck over there, because now is the time when they start to feel, I know everything. Now I'm only going to become the God, right? So these are the third kind of people. I remember when I was hearing this from my Guruji when he was talking about this, and immediately, I don't know, my mind said, yeah, I'm the third one, before even thinking what could be the fourth one. And that day my life changed and my perspective changed about why should we go to God, or when should we go to God, right? And the fourth one was when you just have love for Him, when you just want to surrender, when you just feel that everything that you're doing is His divine plan and you are just an instrument. When you're just there for bhakti. You know what bhakti means? Bhakti is like, it's that kind of a feeling that we have, a feeling of surrender, a feeling of just knowing that, there's this higher self who's always going to protect you, right? And the bhakti word, the bha stands for Bhagwan, which means God, right? So 4 kinds of people. Now I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. A lot of people, what mistake they do when they are connecting with God is they get their, let's say they get their desire fulfilled, they get busy in their life, and then they forget about it. And then they're just busy in their life, and then once again they have a problem, they again go to God, and then their problem is solved. For a few days, he'll keep going to the temple, or they'll keep doing their rituals, then again they lose it. Because the world is pretty trappy, it traps you, right? And they keep playing around the first and the second stage. Some people go to the third stage as well, and that's where the ego comes up as well once in a while. So here's the thing. You gotta understand that you are not here just for the first 3 reasons. If you're just gonna follow the fourth one, that you just love Him, everything that you're doing, even if my hands are moving, it is His divine plan. It is His action, it is His doing. Your breathing is His doing. When you get to that level, which I know can take some time for some people, but when you start to do that, automatically you will connect with that higher self. And you're not just going to connect, you're never going to disconnect. In fact, you'll be amazed by the life that you're living. And you know what? I have lived that life. And I've also lived a life when I was stuck in just the first and second and the third one as well. And currently, just this very moment, and especially these days, I'm vibrating on this, the fourth one. Okay? And if you think that you can feel this energy, you can connect with this energy, and if you want to connect with your higher self, you want to bring yourself into alignment and using that higher power and achieve anything that you want and let go anything that you want of your past, get in touch with me, book an alignment call, and I'll show you how you can connect with that higher energy. And you are just an instrument doing things, and everything is His divine plan, and you will automatically be doing everything that is meant for you, not what you are just thinking and doing, and you're getting trapped in the worldly pleasures and pains as well, right? So thank you so much. These are the 4 things that you need to do to connect with God, and the 3 things you're already doing, which is actually not the right way. But to begin with, if you have some trouble going on, go connect with God. If you have a desire, go connect with God. But if you apply the 4th one, you would not have the first 3. You will just flow like a river, right? So if you think you can connect, get in touch with me, book an alignment call. I'll be more than happy to serve you further. Thank you so much. Bye.